Hello and welcome to the Harmony SMP. My name is Weird and Bearded. I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, so hopefully this recording will be fine. Today, I want to get started properly. We've had a lot of time having fun with the no crafting business. I've been collecting blocks, but I've still got a few more to collect before we can start crafting things. I've got 5 more things, so we are going to grab my horse and go on an adventure, because hopefully I can get all 5 of those things in one short trip. First of all, I should be coming across an ancient city first where I can pick up a note block. Then I'm going to be going through various tiger villages looking for armor stands. I have checked so many tiger villages and not found any armor stands yet. Also, I'm going to be visiting a woodland mansion over 9,000 blocks away to get an anvil at long last, and also to get a block of diamond. And then on the way back through, we're going to be stopping through at some jungle temples to grab a dispenser. And then we will be done. What an adventure it's been, but I believe I now have everything. So if we head inside, we go to the barrel. I have an anvil, an armor stand, a block of diamond, a dispenser, and a note block. That was the other thing. My inventory is a mess. So now that we've collected everything, and I will point out, this was going to be leather horse armor. That's my bad. You can't get leather horse armor. Not without trading anyway. It is time for me to join the Crafters Club. Bam. Well, I've now interacted with it once. So, what are the next plans? Well, I want to start work, I think, on both of the industrial districts. So we're going to have one over there, which is a communal industrial district, and one over there, which will be for me, because I want to build the big silly farms. So I'm going to start work on preparing my area, but in doing so, I'm also going to collect resources for a farm over there. You'll see what I mean. I have come over to a swamp, because this is going to be my industrial area. That's what we're going to be working on for the majority of today, I think. We'll see how the episode goes. But this is going to be my industrial area, because right here we have a witch hut. And if I go in this direction, you can see it on the horizon. There is another witch hut. And if we come down here, I'm going to have to jump over this, and somewhere in this direction, we will find another 2 witch huts. That's right, we have a quad witch hut. I can load them all at once. So we're going to be making a lovely little witch farm, and plenty of other farms in the area as well. Not today, though. Today we're going to be preparing the area. But also, if we keep going in this direction, we come across an ocean monument, which is also going to be part of my industrial district. So it's going to be quite big. And there's a lot of area that doesn't need to be overly prepared, but I still want to get rid of the trees to make movement easier. I'm going to be building a shell around all of this in the future, which has already been designed. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mark out the edges of my area and start chopping down a load of trees. Yeah, that's a good plan. That is a lot of trees gone. The swamp looks very different without trees. But also from here, you can see the 1, 2, 3, and 4 witch huts, all within render distance or within spawning distance. Everything is good there. I'm on a little tower here. This is where I'm actually going to be standing to activate those farms. We'll talk more about my plans for this area in a bit, but first, I've been thinking about the next step, and I think I actually need to build a farm. Just a temporary one. But for an upcoming project that we're also going to be starting to work on in this episode, because I need to get that done as quickly as possible. There's a lot of resources to gather. And when I say a lot, I mean resources that I need over 100 stacks for. Some of them will be pretty easy because of something we'll be getting onto, but one of them is over 300 stacks of slime balls, which not really an easy thing to gather. So we're going to build a slime farm right where I'm standing. I'm going to gather the materials for that, get that built up, and then we can move on to another thing. There is so much going on in this episode. I think I have everything I need. I don't really have a proper plan. I've just been planning this mentally. I think I've got everything I need in these 2 chests. The plan is quite simple. We're going to be using a load of brown mushrooms. They give off a light level of 1, so slimes can spawn there, but nothing else can, especially if we make the room completely dark, which we are going to. We'll have an iron golem in the middle of the room. Slimes will see the iron golem, go, "Rah!" and try to attack the iron golem, but they will fall into a pit before they get there, where we will have some magma blocks. They will die, and the slime balls will be swept into some chests. Nice and simple. Let's do it. First time lapse of the series. It is not the prettiest thing in the world, but it doesn't need to be. As I said, this is just a temporary farm. This will be taken down, and that is a promise. That is a guarantee. This is definitely going to be coming down. I have plans which I've already started on, but if we go inside... Oh, hear some slimes in there, I think. Yeah, there's a slime in there. So, the slimes spawn on the brown mushrooms because they give off a light level of 1, so nothing else can spawn in there. But slimes can spawn up to a light level of 7 in the swamp. They then die. The slime balls get sent over the edge into the hoppers. So if we go down this ladder, we can then pick up the slime balls. It's not going to be overly efficient. It doesn't need to be overly efficient because I have a lot of digging to do in the area. So this is going to be loaded a lot of the time, and it will run day or night. There may also be another farm coming in this episode, which has been fully designed since the time-lapse. We shall see how other server members feel, because this might be a bit of a group project. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep on digging. I'm not going to explain what the digging is for yet, because it's going to be a nice little surprise. So who knows what the next clip's going to be. It turns out this is the next clip. I've been trying to figure out what I can do while I'm digging, because my tools aren't great. Also, I need to mend them. I don't have an XP farm and things like that. Best way I can think of, let's get some villager trading going, because that way I'm also getting the XP from the villagers as I trade, which I can use to mend up my tools. I can make all my stuff better. Generally, it's just going to be lovely. So I have flattened out this little bit of land, which is just off of where I'm going to be digging, so I can keep this going for a little while. I have planted a single carrot, and I am about to go and grab a couple of villagers from our villager breeder just across the pond. Hopefully the others don't mind. It's a breeder. They'll get more. And I'm slowly going to grow my own villager trading area, because otherwise I've got a bit of a distance to travel. I'm also going to bring all my resources over. Currently they're just on a random patch of land. I'll bring them over, I'll get them all organised, and everything should be good. I've still got a lot of digging to do, so I'm going to grab the villagers and then get some more stuff done. So here we are. I've got a load of villagers in the villager area that have been breeding up nicely. I've got a nice field of sugarcane to trade with librarians. I've also got a load of carrots to be trading with the farmers. Now, I'm actually recording this a couple of weeks later because I had some microphone issues. So I'm recording the audio now, but there you can see the librarian with a glass trade. I also have a cartographer who buys glass panes. So if I can use a zombie to turn the cartographer into a zombie villager and then cure the zombie villager, we can really reduce those prices, and then we're not going to have a problem with emeralds. So the plan is to get a zombie through this tunnel and attack that villager. So then once we've got a good supply of emeralds, The sugarcane field and the carrot field are useless to me, so all we've got to do is wait for a zombie. Look, a zombie. So as the zombie is going to follow me down the little land bridge that I made here, as I just said, those two fields are going to be useless to me, so again, I deliberately built them in a place where I know I can take them down nice and easily and in kind of a fun way. So as we wait for the zombie to follow, and zombies are a good follow ranger, you can stay quite a way ahead of them and not put yourself in any risk. We then wait for the zombie to go through that tunnel. Now, the reason I've got two trapdoors there, the one at the bottom allows the zombie to drop, and the one at the top just aligns the zombie with that hole. So then we can close the door and then wait for the sounds of the villager dying. There we go. So as the villager gets turned into a zombie villager, and when we cure it, it's going to be really happy and drop the prices. So now we open up the trapdoor and we can kill off the zombie, staying back a little way just to make sure I don't accidentally hit the zombie villager at the same time. And then we can cure the zombie villager. So I'm going to make it daytime first just to get rid of any other annoyances. Although we've also got the iron golems to help with that. But then we have a splash potion of weakness, which is the first thing we apply. And then once it's weakened, we then feed it a golden apple. The curing process begins. We have a few more villagers now. Progress has been being made behind me, so I'm going to be careful not to turn around because I don't want to show that quite yet. We've also been working on some projects for the future and have so many iron golems. But we're going to be doing a group recording soon, so I'm going to head over to the main island, where also I have been told Queen has built a base. So I want to see what that is. I am excited. I think this is the first, not main base, but the first thing that's not just a small house built on the server. You may also have seen back there, I also now have a couple of pandas. I can't remember if I've shown those in this episode yet. Oh my. That is amazing. That's really cool. I love that. But let's get a proper look. Oh, knowing what I'm going to be building, which I think is going to just about be in view from here. This is going to be very funny. Oh, we've got some grass being brought over as well. Very nice. I mean, I'm guessing this is it. Because, you know, this is not just a house. I was told that there's no interior yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing what this is going to turn out to be. Oh, we've got some text. Moo stew. So I'm guessing this is where we can get some mushroom stew. But also soon, we're going to be doing a recording as a group. Rin's already online. We're waiting for some others to come online. Because we now have a winner of the crafting competition. So I'm ready to give somebody an IOU. Yeah. Who's talking? Am I talking?
Welcome,
Please, I would,
everyone.
but I think it would be better for everyone if you talked.
Yeah, you're having some mic issues at the moment. We have
Yes.
a crafting challenge winner. So the first person to go out was Illuminado, who went out in spectacular fashion by immediately forgetting about the challenging crafting things.
Glorious
Then
way to
we
go.
had Queen, who, after getting an elytra, went, time to make rockets, and went out to the competition. I went out after collecting my 27 items and then deciding I wanted to do things. And then Rin went out after getting all of the cats, which is just amazing. So the last person
And
to craft
I-
anything is Top, who is still on 0 crafts. So
I'm
Yep.
still in the challenge by myself.
we all owe you.
Yes, you do.
Here's mine.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Illuminado isn't here.
There's mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This brings back good memories.
Ow.
I'm gonna do something with these this time, actually.
No, you're not.
So,
Yes, I am.
I have a question for our champion.
Go on.
What are you going to be crafting first?
Ooh.
An anvil.
Because now, of course,
Wow.
you're free to craft. You have one. You don't need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
continue with the challenge anymore. You can just use crafting tables.
Yeah.
It would be
Anvil was
really
the
funny if
painful
you did
one to go
continue.
with, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go do that. Do we have iron?
Just run away then. Bite off.
I had no iron. Hold on.
Oh no, you
Here I
have
am.
no iron.
Back to the throne.
Oh, this is going terribly.
I know.
So, what are you going to craft first, Top?
A
With
crafting
the
table.
64, that actually, yes.
How
I'm
symbolic.
definitely doing that. A crafting table.
And just
There
like
we go.
that, the challenge is
Just
over.
like that, the challenge is gone.
Yay!
Oh, you're now
I
beating
can
me in
finally
craft.
do
on
stuff.
his throne of crafting
I need to do
tables.
more crafting to beat Queen.
Yes. Have I?
You've overtaken me massively.
Wow. Wow. Look at that.
Presumably because of that.
Yep.
Maybe.
That would probably have something to do with it.
I
Why
mean, it
is your
looks
starter
amazing.
base so small?
I
I hate all of you. I'm digging out another chunk now, or at least two.
Well, that's that done.
That is the end of the first one.
Well,
There
well
it
done,
is.
Top. We should come up with another
you.
challenge soon. That was fun.
Definitely, that was fun.
That was fun.
Mhm.
I have no idea at this point how long this episode is. I've actually been recording various clips over the last several weeks. But there is one last thing I want to do, and that is how we are going to be ending the video, because I am here at the Communal Industrial District, for which there is currently one farm. And that is a gunpowder farm. It was built the other day by Rin and Queen. So we can head inside. I've had a quick look in camera mode. So what I can tell, we've got some spawning floors for creepers. They get scared by the cats. They run into here, and then the water pushes them onto these. It's nice, it's small. It was built to tide us over until our main gunpowder farm was built. They didn't realise that I was already preparing to build it. Over here in the chest we have what we need for the start of the gunpowder farm. So this is going to give us excuse me. This is going to give us 2 floors of spawning spaces. We're going to end up with 26 by the end of things. But a lot of this stuff is stuff that can be farmed. We don't have the farms yet. It's a little awkward to gather manually. So the way mine's going to work is they will all still have their spawning spaces, of course, where only they will be able to spawn. And then they're just going to get pushed off by some pistons and have a long drop. It will open up the spawning spaces a lot faster. We should get a lot more gunpowder out of it. So, I'm going to get this thing built up, and we'll see how it goes. It is up. It is complete. It doesn't look like too much at the moment, but we do only have the 2 spawning floors in. Once they're all in there, it's going to look a bit more impressive. I have stopped by at the other gunpowder farm just so I can make some rockets, and I've got my lighter on so we can actually fly. Oh, it feels so nice. So we have our little AFK spot at the top where we can turn the farm on, and I will show you what's going on if I can land there, because that was awful. Much better. So yes, we turn this on, then I'll put myself into free cam mode. That has started up a timer along here, which is just going to turn these torches on every so often. And you can see we had quite a few for there. It was probably being loaded as I go up. With a couple of spawning floors, I'm not expecting to get too much from this. But actually, it's going pretty well. So this is going to turn the torches off. Every floor we add, we just extend the torch tower a bit. And it's just activating all of these pistons. So they spawn in, and then every few seconds, the pistons will activate. That was almost really good timing, and they get pushed off. Nice and simple, and they drop down and die on the hoppers. So I'm going to stay here for a while, but in the meantime, that's probably all the time that I have today. So please leave a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.